Hello and welcome to Laurindalandia. Today I'd like to do a tarot reading on what's the tea for you. You can choose your pile by using your intuition. It can be or the cards that you are most visually attracted to, or you can even choose by asking in your mind, what's the pile for me? Hello, pile one. So you chose this card that says, I learn to love myself, I become powerful. So the tea on you is that you are on a journey of self love. Maybe you started taking more actions of self care, taking care of yourself, taking time for yourself, maybe pursuing hobbies that you are more passionate about, or you can even being more isolated from others because you are spending time and energy into yourself and investing time and energy in yourself. It is noticeable, like the tea on you, is that people are talking about that you are going through a self love journey. The tea on you is that you are investing time and love into yourself. And also, the tea on you is that you're becoming more powerful because of it. There is this type of energy that you are like slowly becoming, I'm hearing threatening. It's not that you're scary, it's not that you are a threat per se, but I think when people don't love themselves and when they see somebody loves themselves, it can be kind of a threat to them. It can be scary to them because it highlights their lack of self love. There is this energy that you are not taking any more BS. You're not maybe easily taking advantage of. Maybe in the past you were more easy to take advantage, but now you are strong in your beliefs and you are strong in your self love and you are becoming more powerful. I'm getting this energy of someone walking into a room with their backs more straight and their head up. There is even like, you can even see this change in your body posture. You are entering a room with way more confidence. And there is like this all new vibe about you. There's all new energy that it's not that you are saying this stuff, it is really a presence. It is really seen in the way that you walk, in the way that you act, in the way that you carry yourself. You are becoming more confident, more powerful. And this is all because you are embracing self love and you are taking time to love yourself and taking time to be there for yourself. I'm gonna ask the tarot cards. What is the T on pile one? Yes, it is this quiet power. It's like you are not saying what you are doing. You are not saying, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. Maybe you're not saying that you are taking time for yourself for self love. Maybe you are not even saying, like, what are the practices that you are doing and taking towards self love. But there is this energy that people see it, that people feel the way that you carry yourself. People see the way that you carry yourself. And it's not something that is said, but it's something that is felt. And I think the underlying process here, maybe like on the outside, people are probably just looking at the surface that is, oh, look at them. They are like entering a room head up high. They are not taking as much BS as they did before. They are maybe like, probably you are talking less, probably you are giving less energy to others, and people are seeing this and like their surface level perspective, it's that you are taking more care of yourself and you are like embarking in this self-love journey, but the real process is that you are going through this healing journey of overcoming the past. You are going through this healing journey of letting go of your past, especially things that limited you, belief systems that limited you, uh, experiences that brought you a sense of disempowerment. What is happening here is that your way of self love is that you are healing, you are overcoming, you are looking into your limiting beliefs, and you are sitting with the emotions of these limiting beliefs and healing from them. This self love journey is a consequence of you deciding to heal your past, you deciding to heal your limiting beliefs, especially in terms of self worth. Maybe if in the past you were told that you are not good enough, you are really sitting with those emotions, feeling them and letting them go. You are really giving yourself the validation and the love, and you are reprogramming your mind from lack to abundance. And this is something that I think you're not saying to people, like, I'm doing this and this and this. You are just doing it. And you don't need to say it because it shows. What's the T on my pile number one? I'm also hearing because, like, you are going through this self love journey and you walking more confident. You have more people interested in you. I'm hearing people like kind of, I'm seeing in my mind's eye, um, like other people noticing how much more people notice you. There might be here some sort of also like underlying jealousy, not a lot, but some underlying jealousy of like, oh damn, like this person is getting so much attention by doing nothing, by just walking into a room. You don't need to say, you don't need to be loud, you don't need to be uh, big in your actions, but you attract so much attention because your body posture says it all, because the way that you conduct yourself says it all. And you can even conduct yourself in a quiet sense, like you don't need to be loud, don't need to do all of these things to get attention, and you just get it because of your body language, your way of carrying yourself. And like you are grabbing a lot of, according to other people's perspective, grabbing a lot of romantic interests, like a lot of people looking at you kind of fascinated, kind of impressed. And I'm even seeing these people that are kind of interested in you. They are a bit, they don't come forward because they are a bit scared, because they see you with all this inner confidence, they see you without having to impress nobody, and they are a bit uh, scared and intimidated by it. Yes, intimidated is the right word. And they are not even coming forward, but like they are looking at you fascinated. Also, you are, the tea on you is that you're not afraid to speak your truth anymore. Maybe in the past, you tiptoed around saying the truth, is giving the energy that you maybe will say yes when you wanted to say no. And now you're not tiptoeing around the truth. You're like, hey, no, this is what I believe. This is my truth. You don't need to agree with it, but this is my truth. There is this energy that you are being way more truthful. And what I mean by truthful, you are being more truthful towards yourself, and you are not afraid to say your truth, even if it goes against the status quo in the moment, even if it goes against what other people are saying. You are not afraid anymore to say, hey, I don't want to do this. I don't want to go here. I don't want to go there. And that's final. No is a complete sentence. Let me know if you resonated with this message down in the comments. If you like this video, give it a like. And if you like this content, subscribe. Bye, Pawan. Hello, pile two. So you chose this card that says, I allow myself to accept prosperity. The T on you is that you are in your abundance era. There is here a sort of this energy of lucky girl syndrome, lucky boy syndrome, where people are perceiving you as very lucky and very abundant and very prosperous. Like they are seeing you. The picture that I have in my mind is like flowers blooming. There is here this energy that they are seeing you, and like you are always very fruitful, you are always very prosperous, you are always getting the opportunities, you are always getting what you want. Like everything that you desire you get sooner or later. Like people are looking at you and they are even questioning, like, how does this person do that? How does this person like always gets what they want? Like even if they are going through a bad moment, even if like um the odds seems to be against them, because maybe like you're not the status quo, maybe you are not doing what everyone else is doing, and that's honestly the trick. Doing different is a trick to prosperity, right? But I think we have been so taught that like there is only one path to follow to success, and everyone follows it, which is quite, I sometimes I get really confused by it, because I'm like, you are saying to me that there is one path to success, like studying, going to university, have a family, kids, have a stable job, and that's a path to success, and everyone is following it. But I look around and I see nobody having the success that I want, right? And I think there is this energy that people think there is only one road to success, and actually when if they look around they will see, wait, this road to success that everyone is taking doesn't look successful to me, right? And they maybe saw you doing different, and because they've been so taught, even though it's not reality, that there is like this one specific road and one specific guideline to success, and you didn't fit into that road, they maybe looked at it, okay, this person is not going to be successful because they are not following the road to success that in reality leads to no success. And they maybe looked at you into those highs, but this is like their perspective that is honestly quite wrong, because just look around and see who is successful following that path, right? They maybe saw you as someone that was different, and they maybe thought, okay, this person is different, they are not going to get the success because they are not following the guidelines, right, the manual of perceived success. And they maybe looked at you in that, like, this person is different, this person is taking different actions. Also there is this energy, like a different mindset. You don't seem to worry about things that most people would worry a lot about. I think of course you do worry, but I think you learn that life is ups and downs. You learn that in life we always gonna have our stagnant moment and our prosperous moment. You learn that nothing is momentary, and you learn to overcome and achieve a lot even when the odds were against you. And I think you gain this inner confidence for experience. Maybe you went through a lot, and you went through a life that maybe you did not add a lot of resources, maybe uh yeah, I'm getting this energy that people like didn't thought you could make it, and maybe for a time you also believed it, but because even against all these odds, you always overcame in your life. You always could do it. You kind of proved yourself that everything is going to be okay. You kind of show yourself, okay, even when the odds are against me, I can do this because I've done it once, I can do it twice. So there is this energy here that I think also that mindset is really prosperous to you, because it brings more good energy, it brings more prosperity, it brings more luck, where you learn that you can overcome a lot, and you can be successful even when the odds are against you. But like people from the outside cannot see that because they are not been through that journey. They have not been through the journey of odds being against them. and overcoming it anyways. They decided to go through the roadmap, through the guide. And I also think you did not take that roadmap and that guide because really the odds were against you. Like, you couldn't take maybe the normal path because maybe it was hard for you to get money to study. Maybe it was hard for you to like even start a job. Maybe you had to overcome a lot of difficult situations. And that's why you almost couldn't follow the normal path because the normal path was not something that was easy for you to obtain. So I think because you had to go through a lot of these challenging experiences, you learn to accept that, hey, even if it's hard, I can do it. Even if it seems impossible, I can do it and I can overcome it. And that mindset is bringing you a lot of prosperity, and people are looking at you very prosperous and in total confusion of how. What's the T on my pile number two? So many cards. It's gonna take like this one. Yeah, the T on you is that you are you are hardworking. The T on you is that you really just keep your head down and work. Like, you are not one. Imagine, I'm also seeing here that you are not one of saying like, "Oh, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna achieve this," and maybe that's maybe a factor why people are so confused and amazed because you didn't announce what you were going to do. You did not announce the path that you are going to go on. And because you did not announce and you don't say the things that you are working on, you don't say the things that you want to do, maybe you don't talk about your dreams, and literally you put that all of that energy into creating them, people have no idea what is going on behind the scenes. Okay, I'm finally understanding. People see you getting all this prosperity and all this abundance, but they don't see the work that you do behind the scenes to get it. Because we don't get luck, we create luck. And I think because you like to work in silence, which I think is very smart and very intelligent, because you work in silence and you are not a braggy person, you are not someone that goes and announce, oh, look at me, I'm doing all of this, da, da, da. You just don't say nothing and you just do the work behind the scenes. People don't understand how you get what you get because they don't see the work that you do. But in reality, like, you work hard. You work very hard for the life that you got. And again, going back to that roadmap. I think that roadmap that was told to you, the success, even that roadmap was hard for you to obtain, and you had to go through a lot of challenging situations, and you just learn to work hard. Like, you just learn to make it happen because nothing was given to you. You had to create most of it. Nothing was guaranteed. You did not have the privilege of that roadmap. You did not have the privilege of a standard life, and you had to create a success for yourself because probably odds were really against you. Probably like you did not have the resources, the money, the people, the support, and you had to create it all for yourself. And you kind of learn how to do it at this point. This is kind of like now the way that you work is that you work in silence and you say nothing. uh, because like in your mind, I'm seeing this mindset because maybe you did not got support when you were younger. You don't see the benefit of speaking because you're like, probably I'm not even going to get support. Probably like if I talk about my dreams, they people will even diminish my dreams and doubt them. So you just stay quiet and you just work. You stay quiet, you work in the shadows, you work in silence. Yeah, but I think like people, imagine people um don't want quite to say this. People don't want to credit all the work that you do because they don't see it, but I think unconsciously they know. They know that the reason why you are so prosperous, they know that the reason why you are so bad is that you need to work for it. Like, there is no other way. Like they know unconsciously that you work for it, because how are you going to do it if you don't work for it? But I don't think people are quite ready to admit that, because you are doing it such in a different way than them. Because I'm seeing that the people that are looking at you are probably the ones that say more than they do. They say, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, but then you really look, and they're maybe doing a little bit of that, but not a lot even. And you are saying nothing, and you are doing a lot. And because you are doing it differently than them, you're actually having more success and prosperity than them. They feel triggered, so they don't want to give you that credit, because they are seeing their ways of doing things is not helping them, but they don't want to see that in themselves. So you, like, they don't give you the credits, because the credit here is really, the answer here is really: say nothing, do more, say less, do more. um so they all, like, they go with this mindset to not trigger them as much, that you are just lucky, when no, like, you work hard, and people unconsciously know that. They just cannot admit that to themselves, because they are saying more and doing less. What's the deal on file number two? I'm hearing fame. Like, there are some people that believe that you're going to be famous, that you are like on the path to be famous. Like, imagine if this is working towards some sort of recognition, like social media, singing, some sort of art. Like, people really think that, um, yeah, you're going to be famous in some sort of artistic endeavor that you take on. People are also saying that, like, you are unsatisfied with something, like you are unsatisfied with your life, you want more. um you don't quite like where you are. There is this energy here that people see you working, so, like, they don't see you working hard, but they know, but they see you really, like, keeping silence and just doing it behind the scenes. And they always, I think the reason why people say this is because you're always changing, and you're always trying something new, or trying to something different, and you are always looking forward to something different. And I think people are saying that you aren't satisfied, which, imagine, I'm not doubting that you aren't satisfied, but I think also this is a limited perspective. Because imagine, I think change is a very healthy thing, and I think change is the only constant in life. And I think embracing change and always evolving is actually an healthy way of living. And I think that's what we should always achieve for. But I think because most people are afraid of change, and they are uncomfortable in stepping out of their comfort zone, they think because you are always looking for change, that you aren't satisfied with what you have. And you can even be satisfied with what you have, but you simply like to always experience new because of change. You know how change is good for you. You know how you like to always experience something new, just for the sake of being alive, just because the sake of, you have one life, right? Might as well live it in full blast, right? And always achieving and looking for something new and exciting. But yes, you can also be unsatisfied where you are right now, but it's not unhappy. I think maybe if you are unsatisfied where you are right now, it's because you have big dreams. It's because you are a dreamer. You have big dreams, you have big goals, and you are stopping at nothing. And you can still look for something new and still be happy where you are. Just because you're looking for something new doesn't mean that you're not happy where you are. You can always grow, and you can always learn through also enjoying where you are right now. I think there is this misconception that this is a projection of other people, I think, because they only change when things get bad. Just because someone always change when things get bad doesn't mean that the other person change just because things get bad. Like, you can change just because you like change, just because you like to experience something new and exciting, but you can still like where you are right now. I think this might be a bit of a projection of others, this unsatisfaction. Because within you, I think, yes, you might be like a certain level of unsatisfied, but it's not being like unsatisfied with your life right now. I don't think it's about that. I think you are unsatisfied because you have these big dreams and big goals that you want to achieve. You have this vision for yourself, but it does not mean that you're not satisfied and happy with your life right now, because I think actually you are in a great position, and I think you are happy with your life right now. I think this is more of like a projection of others. Let me know down in the comments how this resonates with you. If you like this video, give it a like, and if you like this content, subscribe. Hello, Pile Free. You chose this card that says, I support myself when I take the right decisions for me. The tea on you is that you are making different decisions, and you are making different decisions to choose yourself. Maybe I'm getting this vibe. Maybe you are changing environments. Imagine if you go to a specific coffee place, you are now going to another coffee place. You are changing the people that you surround yourself with. You are changing, like, people see it as like little decisions, but like deep down, you are changing your whole system of decision making. Maybe before you took decisions to please others, maybe before you were making decisions to while taking others in consideration and thinking, what's the best for them, will they think, and stuff like that. And I think like now you are asking yourself, what is the best decision for me? Which decision I want to take for me, independent of what other people think of it. And I think people are seeing this on the outside, kind of on the surface level. They are seeing you, yeah, like maybe going to a different coffee place, going to a different place, maybe not hang out with some people, maybe hang out with other people, maybe changing like the places that you go to. And they see this like small decisions. And of course, they cannot see like actually you are making this big change inside of yourself by putting yourself first in the decision making process. And people on the outside only see a little bit of those decisions. But yes, the deal on you is that you are making different decisions, and people kind of know. I think this is like a bit unconsciously. They are a bit like confused, like, oh, not confused, but like questioning themselves, like, "Ooh, why is this person like doing this different decision? Why is this person doing this different? Like, what happened? What happened to lead this person to do things differently, right?" But I think unconsciously they know, and they can see, like to a certain degree, that you are taking better decisions, that you are making better decisions for yourselves. I'm seeing like the example of maybe you are choosing not to hang out with a specific group, and I think people are seeing that like as a good thing. Maybe people look at this group and they're like, this group may be a bit toxic. It's giving maybe these people that you are hanging out with maybe like badmouth you beyond their back. Maybe they will gossip a bit like badly about you, and like maybe you're actually a very good person. You were there for them, and they were like talking badly about you behind your back. And I think kind of people knew about this. And now that you are maybe distancing yourself from these people, people are like, oh, that's a good decision. Like this person is actually taking better decisions for themselves. Like this person is actually respecting themselves more because you are taking decisions towards yourself. What's the tea on my pile number 3? More self-love, more love towards yourself, more security. People also see you more confident a little bit. They're saying, wow, this person is more secure. Wow, wow, wow. Imagine they are seeing this, and for them, it's quite a fast change. It kind of gives like out of nowhere. You did a lot. Maybe like people saw you for so long making decisions and taking decisions because of others that they really thought that will never change because you did it for so long, and they really seemed like to be your character, and people like were not expecting this. And because people were not expecting this change of you choosing yourself is seen as quite fast, quite unexpected. And they are seeing, because they believe that for so long you will not do this, because they believe for so long you were the type of person that will always make decisions according to others, that will always put themselves second. And they see you in this energy for so long that they really believed that this will be forever. So now that you are taking decision towards yourself, it feels like very quick, like the decisions that you are making. But I think this is mostly because it is the unexpected factor. I think this is mostly because people did not expect you to do this. The tea on you is also that you are stepping more into your feminine energy. Maybe in the past, you were more in your masculine in the sense that you do a lot for people, you were always giving and receiving less. And I think right now you are stepping more into your receiving era, doing less for people and letting like actually people come to you and give you instead of you always giving to people. There is this energy that you kind of step back. You gave a step back. Maybe you always first like the first person to help. Maybe you always the first person to go like to help somebody. You always like the first person that when somebody was in the crisis, you were the first to step in. But when you were in the crisis, when you needed help, people were not capable of doing that for you, and I think you realize that. And now you are not anymore like trying to like always be the first person. You're not the first to put a foot in, and you are actually stepping your foot back and being like, hey, not me. I'm gonna be my energy, and I'm not gonna do as much. I'm not gonna try to cater to you, and I'm not gonna try to rescue you anymore, because when I needed your help, you was not provided. When I needed your support, you were not there for me. So I'm not gonna do that anymore, and I'm gonna step into my energy. And they see you, yes, less action driven for others and more action driven for yourself. What's the T on my pile number 3? I'm also seeing here like maybe in the past you did not spend money in yourself. Maybe you actually will spend money on others and not spend it on yourself. Maybe for others you'll give a good gift. Maybe for others, if they needed money, you were there for them, but you were not doing that for yourself. The tea on you is that you are spending more money in yourself. Good for you. I'm very proud of you. You are investing more money in yourself, in the things that you like, in your hobbies, in a good coffee, in a good book, in a good tea. Like you are pampering yourself more and you are investing in yourself more. Maybe before you were very budget towards yourself, you were like very restricted, maybe in the way that you eat or in your hobbies and in your free time you're very restricted with your money towards yourself. I actually think for people you are very giving, but for yourself you're more restricted. And there is this energy that people are seeing you spend more money in yourself, like in the things that you like. Yeah, it's giving like little treats, like going out for a coffee, for a bagel, spending like a good afternoon in a coffee shop, reading a book that you like, and you are investing more money towards yourself. Let me know if this resonates in the comments down below. If you like this video, give it a like, and if you like this content, subscribe. Bye, pal free.